toss. Bangladesh will also be eyeing to make early innings. Athanaz will open the proceeding for West Indies. Left-hander. With him is Brandon King. The right hand left hand combination. In that one-day international series which was played in Mirpur, Dhaka, Nasum Ahmed will open the proceeding for Bangladesh, left-arm orthodox. And it's really good to see Lichun Kumar Das coming back in the squad and also leading the team. He's been a prolific scorer in T20 internationals for Bangladesh. Let's play with Dutch Bangla back.
Hey. Let's play.
It'll be interesting to see how this surface plays out. A fellow commentator, buddy, back as we see Taskin Ahmed taking the new ball. The second over, Ridoy, Taskin and Fizz are back. Oh, lovely delivery. What is a beauty. Turns out to be a beauty of a delivery. First up from Taskin Ahmed. Ball just might do a bit in the early overs. Oh, well fielded. Was there to be put away, but just couldn't find the gap. Good work from Shamim Hussain Patwari.
3-0. Played really well. Impressive Tanzim Hassan Shakib. Slightly on the higher side in the economy, but certainly he's a bowler.
Murshid Ali Khan got it right. This time he's put that away, has he? Yes! The first boundary from the bat of Brendan King to finish the over. 7 in that over. West Indies 13 without loss. Again, there's extra bounce there and movement.
Good length, good line, and plenty of bounce on offer for Taskin. Went for 40 in his 4 overs.
Well, it's gone up in the air and not an easy one. Falls in no man's land. Never sure that they would have gone closer to that ball. But he was certainly not in control, Alagatanez.
Nur Lasan Swan, the fielder at short mid-wicket, he should have gone for it soon as he saw the ball went up in the air. He wasn't sure whether the fielder at mid-on, that's Nasum Ahmed, was going for it. And this went so high in the air. And the start by Nur Lasan Swan was quite close or slow to pick it up. Nasum Ahmed from mid-on, he had a lot of ground to cover. And certainly he's not happy simply because of the fielders to give everything.
Oh, he's cracked that nicely. It's set up nicely and it's pulled that away for another boundary. It is a nexus pay boundary.
That length will just sit up beautiful at the batter. Neither he's a bouncer or a good length delivery. It's a half tracker. Set up. And Ali Katanez, he gave it a proper hoik. That length in this kind of a surface on a slower side will just ask him to be put away. Much better pitching it up and try and get wide down the leg side. What Bangladesh cricket is crying for or craving for is a solid seam bowling all-rounder. That's something we've seen Saifuddin for a certain extent filling that void, but in all honesty, I don't think he has grabbed the opportunity with both hands. The opportunity in big stages and playing the own league is going to be very, very important. Poor delivery by Taskin Ahmed outside the yaw stump when you have 2 fielders in the leg side patrolling boundary. The poor delivery to bring up another nexus pay boundary.
He bought the fielder at third inside the circle, but he cannot afford to bowl that length. He did make a little bit of room down the leg side. So opening the offside is not that far from that fielder, but nicely struck. It's turning out to be a good over for West Indies. Yeah, you mentioned Mohammad Saifuddin, Maha. In the last T20 international that he played was against Afghanistan, the third and the last one. He picked up 3 for 50. Different angle here. Slower delivery. It's been expensive with a bit of a mixer. Well, it's gone for the pull and it's got the top edge. And it's got one bounce over to the fence. So another Nexus Pay 4 to finish the over. An expensive over. 17 in that over. 30 without loss. Early on.
Now, when you're bowling round the wicket angle, having fine leg in the circle is a major risk. Top edge, nowhere near the middle of the bat. But the intentions were quite clear by Alik. We wanted to go over the fine leg fielder. He knows it. That was a poor delivery. Poor finish to the over. Made a name for himself, not only in international cricket, but even in franchise cricket all around the globe. Very good company to be in. Rashid, Tim Southee, Sodhi, his own countryman Shakib as well. Over the years have done a wonderful...
Hello Shamanoy, hello everyone. Bangladesh should be pleased so far with what they've done in the power play. There's been a lot of huffing and puffing from the West Indians. Brandon King and Alec Athanase really have 3 out of 15 matches this year. Wonderful over. The final one is proven to be a thorn in this side's. Yeah, that's gone. That's a maximum. A rocket 6, the first of the innings of the bat of Brandon King. They need some more of that. You're not sure he got the sweetest part of the bat there. It was muscled. Wasn't sure the connection wasn't perfect, but it still had enough power on it to carry all the way. Sailed way above that fielder at long off. Protection on the onside. It's good to see the reasons, the accolades you've mentioned. Rishad, obviously young, has that hunger. Litton still giving him a slip course. Unpredictable. Played it late, played it smart. Third was inside the circle. Wasn't that bad a delivery, but it's still a Nexus Pay 4. I just wonder if it hit the Q end of the bat, but it doesn't matter from a West Indian perspective. Yeah, just the bottom edge and races away for 4. Just a little bit too much of width from Rishad Hussain, so it's been an expensive start from him. Yeah, slider, just indicating that the ball is sliding on. Some green tinges all along the surface, so something that you'd expect.
Good ball.
But I'm really curious to see that dew factor. Ground staff mentioned that a couple of days there was dew. A couple of days there was dew last night. Slipped back in place for King. Oh, that's a good shout. That's a good shout. A lot of enthusiasm from behind the stumps as well. The umpire nods his head sideways. Now they've got a decision to take. I think the catch is that it was the back foot. It was the back foot. They're having a discussion. 2-1. Time over. Time is up. And that will end the over as well. Expensive one. 13 off it. They're laying the foundations and they're laying it right. Alec Athanase and Brandon King. Doesn't matter they've taken 45 for 48 runs they put together. But things have gone. Just a couple expensive overs. That's hit sweet. Goes all the way. As the crowd here is silent, it is a rocket 6. Yeah, just help that one. Alec Athanase using the pace of Tanzim, just getting inside the line and swiveling nicely. A lot of flair in that particular stroke. Started off slowly, had 8 of 11 deliveries. Alec Athanase just picking up, just accelerating as he needs to. Mentioned rightly, Badri, that Bangladesh has bowled well and done well in restricting their oppositions in the power play. But if they can't manage to get a wicket here, it's
The death oath of Hurricane Melissa.
Got him! Pulled him! It is rocket out. Here's the wicket Bangladesh were looking for. Richard gets the breakthrough.
Now listen to the noise. Such a wonderful performer. He's just continued on from his ODI form. They're ricocheting from the pad onto the gloves and then onto the stumps. I'm sure that he's played with some level of productivity in the past. This time it brings about his downfall. An important strike for Bangladesh after his goals for 34. West Indies lose their first on 59.
The much important breakthrough that brings in the West Indian captain, Shai Hope, in at 3. Got the start, 59 already. Highest score of 102. Strike rate, that can be lethal. Initially,
Direct it and things work out.
catcher is the call, but it's a lobster of the runway. Has Shai Hope, it is a maximum. It's a rocket 6.
Yeah, in the slot. Not using the surface too full on that occasion, allowing Shai Hope to get under it. There was an explosion again, but because of the length, he's able to connect and connect nicely. Third 6 of the innings.
Oh, quicker delivery, keeping low as well. Somehow dealt with it. Halfway through the innings, it's 70 for 1. It's time for the players to hydrate.
Right, set to go for the second half. Short, and he hammers that away. Well, that's a gift offered, and he's not going to miss out on that. Starts off after the break with a rocket 6.
Certainly that was a rocket. Making some damages to advertising boards. And just set up beautifully. Brandon King, when he hits it, it stays it. Nice and flat, and a 79-meter hit.
So useful. He could set up the batters with the orthodox leggies. Just been missing that special element in the repertoire of a leg spinner. His first over. He does that so very well. A half-hearted appeal by the skipper.
The 30-dot deliveries in 11.1 overs on a good batting surface is on the higher side.
To throw caution to the wind. There he goes. Swivels round. The fielder is there. Thank you very much. Najim Saqib takes a very, very well-judged catch. That was on the cards. I thought he was trying to break the shackles. In the process, Taskin Ahmed has earned himself a wicket.
Finally, Brandon King's frustration comes to an end. 33 of 36 deliveries going nowhere. That was a slower delivery start by Taskin, only 118 kilometers per hour. And his fast bowling partner, Tanzim Hassan Shakib, takes a good catch at deep square leg. Brandon gone for 33, West Indies 82 for 2.
At the right time, West Indians after the break started off with a bang, a 6. But then, you see Sheffield Rutherford, 586 runs, 350s. And Nagas is spooning in there. Liton Kumar Das is lining up underneath the one and grabs it. The easiest of picks. 2 and 2. Taskin Ahmed is on fire. That's another rocket out.
That went to the sky and brought a star down. And Liton Kumar Das, safe as houses. He is not going to drop. calm under pressure, back of the left delivery, the first ball, no side is needed for Sherfan. Question has to be asked whether it's on if we are facing the first ball. But probably the run rate would have tempted Sherfan Rutherford to go, and he's gone for a golden duck, 82 for 3. Certainly a wealth of experience, playing his 100th game, 88 innings. Strike rate of 140, that's the most impressive part. When he hits it, it stays, it's a powerful...
Marbash to Maha. Ah, now it's up in the air and sailing away. That is an extraordinary shot. Welcome back, Richard, says Sheho with a rocket 6.
Take a look at this at the ball hitting the bat. That's almost like a no-look. Flighted right in the 18 arc and straight as a whistle for a 96-meter monster.
And this is where he'll be tested. If you're in control of things, sometimes you have it your own way, but if the batters upset your rhythm like that, with majestic shots like that, what about that? That was one of the flattest sixes, rocket 6s I've seen for a while.
Yeah, picked the bones out of that, didn't he? Middle of the bat, a slog sip against the turn. And this is why I call the players like Shea Hope, you cannot keep him quiet for a longer period. First a 96-meter hit.
As well. Wonderful innovation. And Shea Hope has been working on that shot. And Nexus pay 4 to end the over. 110 for 3.
40 of the 4 overs that he has bowled. And that's the last ball of the previous over. Beautiful, beautiful. Just a reverse scoop. Straight into the hands. Oh, he's dropped it.
Unlucky. Unlucky for...
Remember that one from Tuskin, which went for 18. Really good crowd in that section of the stadium. Well, this time it connects so well. He's batting beautifully. Another very good looking shot for a 6. Yeah, it is a rocket 6.
Yeah, he's dealing in 6s, 4 of them, as compared to just the 1-4 for Shea Hope. And again, it's the direction in which he's targeting. He's looking to go straight. Yeah, he knows that he's missed the length.
Or do this. Couple of bounces to the fence. It is a Nexus pay 4 to finish the over. 15 in that over. 129 for 3.
Yeah, with an offer, the last ball of the previous over, pace on. But too wide and too short, asking for trouble. 15 runs coming from that over. I'm just looking at... Shea Hope has scored 33 from 16. Look at Rovman Powell. Death overs.
Well, it was in the slot and he said thank you very much. Just spoils the over. But what a 6, what a shot. And that time coming from the bat of Rovman Powell. It's a rocket 6, 14 in that over. 143 for 3. And 43 for 3.
Yeah, this was the extra ball, wasn't it? A wide previously and had to bowl this one. Rovman Powell maxed out 102 meters, a biggie. Great Rovman Powell. That one is clubbered. Another rocket 6 before the man who's playing his 100 T20I latches onto that one.
And brings up the 150 for West Indies. They're really lighting it up in the middle in the last few overs. Didn't bother to run. What? Again. Oh yes, he's enjoying it. 6 more. Caught in the deep.
Another rocket 6. Consecutive 6s for Rovman Powell. He's finally found his mojo in the final over of the innings. This is brilliant batting. 14 runs from the first 3 overs.
Again! Has he got enough legs there? Yes, it has! 6 more, another rocket 6. What a show he's putting on tonight for his team. We spoke about his strike rate, we spoke about his struggles. With that 6, he's now moved to 42 of just 26 deliveries. Incredible.
Yeah, that strike rate has increased exponentially. It's now 161 for much of his innings. Evan Powell doesn't take the additional run. A good bit of sportsmanship there. 22 runs in the final over, 64 runs in the last 5 for the West Indies, and they get over the 160 mark, which persons were talking about as perhaps a target score. 165 for 3 is where they'll end. A brilliant partnership in the end. 83 from 48. Much of the innings has been a struggle for in the one-day international series. They'll want to get back one at Bangladesh in this format. They'll require a good start with the bat. Power play critical, Rahman Powell mentioned.
Mustafiz Rahman bowled a wide, gave extra ball. He got a 6 with the last ball, and everything turned around on its head. Saif Hassan has been very, very impressive in his short T20 career into his 15th innings. 450s so far. He needs to be steady in the middle, partnered by Tanzid Hassan Tamim, who's made 8 50s into his 40th innings. They'll be a tad circumspect, even with the 3 pacers in. Is that surprised you that Akil Hussain is going to open the bowling?
Bowler.
Now, that is very, very bold. That is making a statement. Rocket 6 to start off his innings.
And it begs the question further, why didn't he take strike of the very first delivery, left-hander to left-hand orthodox bowler? I always question these sort of little decisions that can, in the end, be quite significant. First ball smacks him for 6. The right-handed side faced 2 deliveries in the over already.
Again, he goes for it, crashes it. The fielder has no chance to stop the Nexus play for. Oh, he is in a belligerent mood today.
Yeah, imagine if he had done this from the very first delivery, or if he has faced all 4 deliveries so far. Anyway, 11 from the first 4 deliveries, he's gone 10 from 2. What a start. Belligerent and pugnacious.
Yeah, and a lot of thoughts in the captain's mind now, and changes of the field. The slips been removed to go to short third man. There's a backward point, a cover point, cover, and a mid-off on the offside for the left-hander. What getting seals. Expectedly, the right arm fast medium comes on from this end, the media end. Tanzid tosses down the wicket, slaps it through extra. It's going to go for another Nexus pay for. He is not going to let the bowler settle.
Yeah, look at his strike rate. 375, 15 of 4. So he's making a real statement here. First ball, advancing to Jayden Seals, and the length Jayden Seals.
Hit it into the hand. What a catch! Brilliant catch. He had to judge that. It was seemed to be going away from him. Batter getting it carried away, and he has to pay the price. The smiles break out, and they needed this wicket. Excellent work.
Phenomenal stuff from Romario Shepherd. Not getting the middle of the bat, but just look at this catch. The leap at the right moment. Athleticism at its best. And all smiles, why not? Jason Holder is pleased. All of West Indies would be pleased. The belligerent innings comes to an end. 15 from 5, 16 for 1.
The skipper comes in. He's been out of the game for a while with a side sprain. Very experienced into his 113th innings. 15 50s in his career. He will steady the rocking boat, hopefully, because the previous batter, Tanzid, lost it due to his belligerence, trying to hit every ball out of the ground. Go the sensible way. Oh, goodness gracious. He's joining the party and has sent that ball into the crowd for a massive rocket 6 to finish the over. 2 done, 23 for 1.
Hence he has the slip, Akil Hussain, and that was the importance of Tanzid's wicket.
That is premeditated, but does not matter at all, because he has employed that reverse to a nicety and gets himself another Nexus pay ball.
They were just mentioning the importance of Tanzid's wicket because he was a left-hander, but that's what Liton Das did here. He converted himself into a left hand essentially with that reverse. Wonderful batting.
Oh, what a comeback! That stopped on Liton Kumar Das. He was in two minds, not quite sure to go for the shot. It was a check and another excellently judged catch taken by the bowler this time. Brilliant stuff. Second one goes down.
What a response from Akil Hussain. Just look at the way he had to go to his right, just stop that right paw out, and it stuck. Two magnificent catches from the West Indies. He seemed shocked that it stuck in his hand. Captain has to depart for 5. Bangladesh lose their second on 29.
Backs away. Just past the fielder. He's going to chase it, but he's not going to get to it. Some relief with that boundary from Tawhid Rida. Nexus pay for.
They can repair the other left-hand orthodox into the attack. Maybe not as fine as he wanted, but in that general direction. Ruston with the chase, but not able to hold it in. So a little bit errant. Yeah, these two relatively young in their international career. They'll want to show learnings and maturity, take the responsibility as you mentioned, and that's what's needed now. A third consecutive over for Hussain in the power play.
And is going to be gone. He has just allowed himself to get out. Really needed to go over the fielder, got a little cheeky, and the smiles break out. And against the run of play, they've struck again.
They rock it out and straight to the fielder. He sort of gesticulated as though it came out from the lighting towers. But another wicket for Akil Hussain in the power play. A master of the power play, really. A third one in the power play falls for Bangladesh. Saif goes for 8, 38 for 3. Yeah, that reaction says it all. The easiest of the 3 catches so far. Shamim Hussain, new batter, left-hander. A different chance.
To my mind is the opener, the left-hander. Paul, just when we are talking about they need to think that they cannot afford to lose another wicket, Jason Holder provides the goal. It's a rocket out.
And some celebration that continues from Jason Holder. He wouldn't be a happy man, Liton Das, as Bangladesh have just lost their 4th wicket, and that is how. Taken pace off, well disguised, well executed. And Shamim did not see that coming. Cleaned him up. Introduced it into the attack, Jason Holder, and straight away gets the wicket in his first over. Shamim, he has to make that walk back. He's gone for one. It's 41 for 4. Three more deliveries remain in the power play. That's when the number 6, Nurul Hassan Chauhan, has come in. He can bat, he can get quick runs, but now they need some stability. Some rehabilitation in the middle is required, as they've just lost their 4th wicket. Change of pace, hammered down the ground. Boundary after 25 deliveries. It's a nexus pay 4 from Tawhid Hridoy.
And also brings in the 50 for Bangladesh. Cracking shot. That's what he is capable of. But he needs to play according to the situation. Yes, if you get an opportunity, put it away. Lovely shot down the ground.
Oh! Chopped it on. And Pierre comes in and gets the breakthrough. Here's the wicket you're talking about. Kept low.
I don't think he could have afforded to play off the back foot. I thought it was a little bit fuller the first time I saw it. Yeah, it should have been on the front foot. He goes back, inside edge, timber, gone. And it is another rocket out. So half of the side back in the hut. Perry picks up his first. Nurul Hassan gone, bowled for 5 of 10. Bangladesh, 57 for 5.
Was not in that squad. Yeah, it's an automatic choice. That's a good shot. Short, quicker, set up beautifully. And Tanzim Hassan Shaki smashed it towards mid-wicket for a nexus pay boundary.
It's taken a bit of time in coming, but what a relief. That will ease a lot of the pressure. Just waited for that short delivery to come on to him. A little bit of a swivel with the place batters. Struggling. Oh, catch it is the call. Oops! Second grab. He's got it. Oh, we've seen some tremendous catches. He can afford to smile. Just popped out of his hands, jumped away, caught it on the second take, and another wicket goes.
Slow ball bounce, nicely disguised, and now with Hridoy, probably wanted to get over the middle fine leg fielder. That was there to be put away. Unfortunately, found the field at fine leg on the second attempt. Grabs the prize wicket of Tawhid Hridoy, and Jaden Seals was brought back into the attack by Shea Hope, wanting a wicket, to want to break through, and he has done it in style, dismissing Hridoy. He's gone for 28. 77 for 6 Bangladesh. Bangladesh sliding down. Another 89 need of 48, and yet the man in form, Rishad Hussain, not to be seen. In comes Nasum Ahmed at number 8 for Bangladesh. Strike rate of 94, best of 19, and he's here. Shot, picks it up, and into the stands it goes. It's a rocket 6. Oh, mid-wicket for Tanzim Hassan Shaki.
And the crowd erupt here. They haven't had very much to cheer about. Tanzim Hassan Shaki is showing the way. They need more of those, and this is done to a nicety. Look at that, just helped the ball on its way, used a little bit of the angle, didn't try to hit it too hard. Pick-up shot, one of the best.
I like the attitude of Tanzim Hassan. Straight away after hitting the 6, he didn't even bother to watch where the ball was sailing. This crowd will be hoping more from Tanzim. Slow ball again. Fine leg in the circle, inside edge, or the thick outside, inside edge, beg your pardon. But certainly a nexus pay boundary after 6 by Tanzim.
Couldn't be better. You need a bit of luck. He was very bold in going for that shot, taking the left leg away, shaping to play around the square leg area, squirts it away, backward, through the fine leg, unprotected area, for a very, very welcome boundary. Need more of those. It's been a big over. 13 runs, a couple of balls left.
Then delivery went for a 6. Slow ball went for a boundary. What's next by Shepherd? Yorker. Squeezes past for a point. And it's another boundary. Kanzi Masan Shakib turning it on. Another Nexus Bay boundary through car point.
He sure is. And there's dancing in the aisles. And I thought that was about the best. You're talking about the variations of the ball. This was a wideish Yorker. It's a manner in which you dug it out, maybe toe-ended it, squirts it away. The placement perfect. Oh, the runs are starting to flow.